I had the gun to my head and a finger on the trigger.
It was March of 2007, and Sergeant Chuck Cross of the Milwaukee Police Department was ready to kill himself.
Something just made me hesitate for that second and realize, you know what, this is ridiculous. And I stopped.
Police officers on the beat, a job of extreme stress. Stress that pushes some wearing a badge to suicide. It is something law enforcement does not always want to talk about. Often suicides are classified as accidental discharges, undetermined deaths.
Why is it that if you know it is the #1 killer of law enforcement officers today, why is it that we would not address it?
Robert Douglas is executive director of the National Police Suicide Foundation, hoping to raise suicide awareness among emergency workers through education and counseling. Douglas is a retired Baltimore cop.
What we're trying to do in law enforcement today is change a culture, because in law enforcement culture, suicide is unacceptable.
This is a culture where officer suicides can bring liability issues, leave families with nothing, and shatter an image.
Our job is all about keeping everything inside and, you know, tucking it away and going on with your other life. And then when you come, like I say, you know, it's almost like, you know, you wear a Superman's cape, you know, where the world can't affect you.
There is no running tally of how many officers have killed themselves or tried to. The National Police Suicide Foundation says since 2004, it's verified more than 1,700 around the country. But some in law enforcement are not ready to call officer suicides an epidemic.
We are denigrating the resiliency factor of our personnel, and we need not to do that.
Dr. Honig is chief psychologist for the LA County Sheriff's Department. She says suicide numbers can be misleading depending on who is counted and who is not. At the Milwaukee Police Department, Sergeant Chuck Cross got help and won his job back. After 6 suicides in 3 years, his department started suicide awareness training.
I don't think anyone knows how to handle it, or what do we do with somebody like that, you know? I mean, just because you're depressed doesn't mean you're not a valuable employee.
Protecting those wearing the badge who protect everyone else. Lee Powell, The Associated Press.